Okay, very disappointed Jules here. Dude, listen. I recorded a fucking killer 30-minute video. Dude, I was reacting to these three videos right here, and in lieu of my retardation, where's history? I'll just show you what I'm doing here. Check this out. I'm gonna employ you to do your own research. Oh, I'm in history. Okay, whoops. So I was watching this one. Most insane claim from, it's pretty good. But I want you, if you don't watch this one, so watch Pentagon Address. You only have to watch like the first 5 minutes. If you don't watch either of those, at least watch this one. I want you to watch the Pentagon discuss the drone, and I want you to answer the question, why don't they just say what they are? Answer that question. Why don't they just say what they are? If they said what they were, there would be no questions. Okay? That's the homework. I want you to watch that. And then the other video with this guy, okay? I'll link these down below. He has 2 stars in the fucking Air Force, all right? Good guy. The question is, every time he speaks in like a group sense, he's saying, to my knowledge. This lady says we. The question is, do you think there was an argument between this guy and a high-ranking official who told him to lie to the nation, wherein he said, I'll do it as long as you let me say, to my knowledge, and she didn't give a fuck? That's the question. I'll link these down below. A little bit more information. Here's the craziest thing I've thought of as well. This better be fucking recording this time, I swear to God. Even if everything he said, so if you haven't read his manifesto email thing, it's in my community note things. What the fuck are those little YouTube tweets? It's in there, and you could read that. I'd highly suggest you read that, and start doing a little bit of research. Okay. Here's the thing. Even if everything in that email, manifesto, whatever, was a lie, and everything was cap, this is how. Okay. If everything was a lie, right? Nothing he said was true. You couldn't verify any of the sources. Everything he said was just made up. It was schizophrenic delusion, which is a very low possibility because you got 5 bronze stars. A bronze star you get by completing a combat tour and doing a meretricious act. We watched that we read that in the last video. That fucking didn't record the sound right, but whatever. Neither here nor there. Not likely because of that reason. It's not likely because everybody he worked with said he was a normal person and his brain was functioning at the highest capacity possible. He not only made it to the Special Forces, he stayed in the Special Forces for a minimum term and completed 20 years and was active duty military during the time of this event. So that means he's normal as well. Also, even if he wasn't normal, the people that he was surrounded by wouldn't put their jobs on the line to say that he is normal, because by doing that, they would put themselves at risk, because that means that they missed the signs and they're at fault. Even if everything that man, a very distinguished man, says is false, everything he says, how far are we really off from gravitic propulsion systems? How far off are Jesus Christ? How far off are we really? How far off? I don't think very far, because the Tesla just came out. The iPhone basically just came. I mean, it was, 20 years ago? Let's say gravitic propulsion systems are in 50 years. It's not that long. 50, not that long. And, I saw a comment on the YouTube channel. It said, like, hey, my dad worked in this engineering company. He said they contracted with the government, and the things that the public sees are literally dinosaur technology. Like, why would the government let the public know anything that they have anyway? It doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, I don't think we're that far off if it's all false. And I don't think he'd be able to get as far as he did without, having a certain resiliency that wouldn't just pop. That kind of thing happens slowly. So, yeah, that's the TLDR.